Good morning, folks. This is the Real World Prepper. I'm RWP, and it looks like the ATF and the DOJ are once again attempting to criminalize some features arbitrarily of firearms and at the same time make felons out of millions of gun owners. Stick around. Let's talk a little bit about this very important matter that is time sensitive. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Let me start this video with a disclaimer. I am not a lawyer, you probably knew that, and I'm not giving any legal advice or counsel. That is not what this is. I'm just sharing information that I've got. All pistol braces are going to be reclassified as stocks, and those of you who currently own said braces will soon be in possession of an unregistered and subsequently illegal SBR or short-barreled rifle. The Department of Justice has changed their interpretation of what is or is not a pistol brace, which means that your previously perfectly legal AR pistol or short-barreled 12-gauge with a brace would now be considered a short-barreled rifle or shotgun, which by law must be registered with the NFA. This is an unfolding story. If you own an AR pistol or a short-barreled shotgun with a brace, it would behoove you to pay attention to how this story plays out because it's very fluid at the moment. It is a fluid matter. It is still in play. The DOJ has the details and the recommendations posted on their website, and they're allowing a comment period, much like they did with the green tip ammo. I'll talk about that in a second, of a few years ago. And they're allowing this comment period until January the 4th, after which the matter will be closed to your consideration. And then they will likely enforce their new rules on the reclassification. So keep in mind that they've tried the green tip thing. They've tried a similar tactic a few years back regarding the green tip ammunition. They wanted to ban the sale and the possession of green tip ammo because it was claimed to be armor piercing. Of course, the DOJ posted that matter on their website and allowed comments for consideration in that matter as well. What ended up happening is over 80,000 law-abiding gun owners shared their feelings on the matter in opposition, in that they disagreed with the banning of the green tip ammunition, and the DOJ backed down, and you can still buy green tip ammo today. That is, if you can find it, of course, with the ammo shortage, as it were. So, not saying that that alone, those 80,000 people, is what changed their minds, but it certainly helped the tide of public opinion there. We need more of that kind of a response in this matter, in my opinion. If this goes through, and if you choose to comply with these new rules, if they come forth about pistol braces, and the end of essentially AR pistols and things, you will have essentially three legal options if you choose to comply. One, you can destroy your gun or you can turn it in. Two, you can make it legal by putting a 16-inch or longer barrel on it and a regular stock, making it a rifle, no longer a pistol. Or three, you can register it with the NFA as a short-barreled rifle or shotgun. Now, one of the provisions they're making right now, if you choose option 3, is that you don't have to pay the $200, and that's probably for a limited time, and that is all subject to change. This also is just speaking in terms of if you accept them and their role and their rules as what gets to lord over you and what gets to decide how you're going to be a responsible gun owner or not. The ATF, the DOJ, and the U.S. government, they tend to be vague when it comes to gun laws, so that it is almost impossible to know what is in compliance and what is not in compliance. I believe that this is intentional, really, so that they can interpret their laws on a case-by-case basis. If they don't like it, they can say it breaks their laws. It's that simple, and it potentially makes millions of law-abiding gun owners instantaneous felons. There's the rub. Keep in mind that the DOJ and the ATF, in their efforts to reclassify pistol braces or blades as stocks, depending on certain characteristics found on the firearm, have not made clear what those qualifying characteristics are. You tell me, go to the website and look at the PDF. Look at their proposition and you tell me how to clearly define what those characteristics are on the firearm, which would make it your pistol brace no longer a brace but a stock, thus making it a short-barreled rifle subject to NFA certification. They're attempting to redefine what a pistol stabilizing brace is in a way that would give themselves the power to define these characteristics on a case-by-case basis. This way they can decide whether or not they want to charge you in being in unlawful possession of a short-barreled rifle or not. And you don't have a clear enough definition to know whether or not you're in compliance. It's lunacy. Now this is happening now in this is happening now in Donald Trump's administration, but what do you think Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will do? Do you think that they're more gun friendly? No, of course not. Of course they're not. Here's how it's going to fall down. Many will not comply. Many will go ahead and decide, hey, if I'm already going to be a felon, then I'm going to go ahead and modify the rest of this gun to do whatever they want it to do, suppressors and the like, and all kinds of things, because they're already felons with the stroke of a pen at that point. But those who do comply will willingly be registering their guns in a sort of de facto registration. Now, again, let me stress, I am not advocating or advising that you do any of these illegal things, okay? What is illegal right now? That is not what I'm doing. This is not legal advice. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm merely telling you what I believe some people may do, whether or not, they should. But a de facto gun registry is what's going to happen if you do comply. And this will be just that, the beginning of a gun registry that could lead to confiscation if we, the people, are not diligent in protecting our rights and our Second Amendment. It is truly disheartening to me to see us at this place in time and in history. But let me say this, remember that tomorrow's history has not been written yet. I am the Real World Prepper. Thank you for watching this video. Share it with everybody you know. This is important. January 4th is the cutoff date. If you want to go make a comment on whether or not you think this is something they should be doing or not, I encourage you to do that. I want to say as of sometime yesterday evening, there were some 13,000 comments on there. Remember that the green tip ammo got 80,000 comments or more that helped to turn the tide. So go and put your 2 cents in. That is the Department of Justice and their reclassification of pistol braces. Go check it out. I'm the Real World Prepper. Thanks a bunch. See you next time.